Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis, and keep in mind I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shifts. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing amazing. I'm super excited about this video because this video is the first video in my series of Ask Big Sister 6, where you will be able to send a letter to my email explaining a certain situation that you would like my insight or my advice on, and I will answer the email here in a YouTube video. So this first one we're going to do, I did not get this email as part of the series. It was kind of just a regular email that a supporter sent, to get my thoughts on something. And I thought, what a great video, what a great letter to start off the series with. So I am going to be taking the name out of it because I don't want to, of course, put anyone's business out there. So I'm going to be taking out the name, and here it goes. All right, it says, Dear Six, my name is blank. I'm having issues battling within myself about helping a young lady, and I would like to know your thoughts on this. A year ago, I was dating a man for a few months, then unexpectedly found out he was married. By the time the truth came to light, we were already pretty invested, and I had grown attached to his daughter. She is 20. After finding out the truth, he began to lash out at everyone, including his daughter. She had just had a baby and was refusing to help her with transportation and somewhere to live. So I let her live with me. Ooh. The father of her child is a young man her age and was a sneaky link. So needless to say, he wasn't involved and lives out of state. This went on for a few months until she was able to find somewhere to stay. I felt I needed to help her since her father and mother both would not. Fast forward to present day, she reaches out to me late at night via video call randomly. When I answered, she was in a hospital with her baby, who is now 6 months old. She said the baby was sick and she needed $30 for an Uber ride back home from the hospital. I sent her the money to help her out as I felt bad for her. The next day, I looked on her Instagram story and she's at a party getting a tattoo. I was so confused because how do you have money for new ink, but not for emergency transportation for your infant's medical care? A few days later, she called and asked another favor, and I told her I would get back to her. But I feel some type of way because I know she needs help, but I feel like she should be more wise with her money and time. I don't want the child to suffer, and I'm not sure how to handle this, especially when I see she is going to continue to ask me for help. Can you advise me about how to help a young mother and advice to give her? Ooh. Yes, I can help, and yes, I can give advice. So this is not going to be pretty. Just fair warning, buckle up. This is not going to be for the weak-hearted. When it comes to women choosing to be single mothers, that is called a decision. A big problem with women now is that women do not want anyone to be able to give their insight on the decisions they make. They tell everybody mind their business. It's my life, it's my body. But then when the time comes to have to deal with the consequence of those decisions, they often expect sympathy and empathy from everyone that they told that it was their body and their choice. Then all of a sudden, when they start bearing the consequences for those decisions that they made on their own, then it all of a sudden becomes the community's issue to help them and have sympathy for them. There is a glamorization of single motherhood. These girls be on TikTok, on the internet, dancing, talk about how it's being a single mother, going, they dancing and stuff. A lot of women think that just because they give their child 3 meals a day, that their children are just fine. And that is absolutely not the case. So since society does this job of glamorizing single motherhood, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all the reality on what it really looks like and how other people around single mothers need to respond. One thing about it as a woman, once you become a mother, it is no longer about you. I don't know who lied and be telling y'all that, oh, your life is not over once you have a baby. Yes, it is. Once you have a baby, that's what being a mother is. It's a sacrifice. This is why God has it set up where we have to risk our life and our bodies to bring new life into the world. The very core of motherhood is sacrifice. The minute that you put what you feel is best for you or what you want over your child, that's called bad mothering. That's called bad motherhood. Yes, you have to take care of yourself as a mother, but you take care of yourself as a mother so that you can further take care of your child. You picking up what I'm putting down? So that fantasy of when you have a baby, your life is not over. Okay, you can still do this. No, it's not. Your life is over. It's now about that child and what's best for them. If you enable women after they have these children, okay, to me, if you're going to be a single mom, that is something that cannot happen over and over again. It should never happen at all. But more often I'm seeing women become a few times single mothers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times single moms. When a woman, the only way to get women to learn about being a single mom is to retract attention and sympathy. As women at our core, what we need and what we desire is definitely attention and adoration. You want to get women to stop doing something, retract the attention they get from it. That's why I say all the time, if you're a single unmarried mom and you're announcing a pregnancy, we need to stop throwing baby showers, stop saying congratulations, stop doing gender reveals, stop leaving hard eyes under her maternity pictures by herself. Stop doing it. I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people like women are having babies for attention. Yes, it's for attention. It is. Wanting to get the attention of the father, wanting to get attention of society, attention for the baby. Absolutely. We stop helping, enabling, and giving women attention for these horrible decisions. I guarantee you that is the only thing that's going to change this. As long as they keep looking at it as a way to get attention, it's going to keep happening. I'm going to tell you what being a single mother really looks like. It looks like, why is your child 6 months old and you're at a party? No, ma'am. Okay, that's no. When you're a single mom, that means that you are solely responsible for the job of 2 people. That means every dollar you have, every dollar you're able to put in your hands needs to be saved because you're compensating for the lack of a partner. You're compensating for the lack of a husband. So the average 20-year-old girl is probably 100% broke. So there is no money for parties. There is no money for tattoos. It's an absolute no. Okay. It looks like staying home. I see girls, they pop that baby out and 2-3 months later, they're in the club looking for a new man. No, ma'am. Being a single mom looks just like that, being single. The fact that so many women will meet a man and then a few months later, they're all at the crib with your children. You have no idea how much it traumatized your children watching you date. This is why children are meant to have their parents be together before they get together. It's not healthy and natural for children to have to watch their parents going out, dating this person, this other person that is not their other parent. Okay. So people that condone and glamorize single motherhood be like, oh, just because you're a mom don't mean you can't have fun no more, honey. Yes, it does. Okay. Especially when that child is still in the infant stage. You ain't got no business spending money on no babysitter, or I don't know who's watching her baby while she's out partying, but whoever it is, they're dead wrong. Okay, that baby is still an infant. Baby can't even walk yet, and you at the club. Now, when children, there is so a high risk of when children are sleeping. You can't just, you have to, they are SIDS, all kind of something happen with children. How are you even able to go out and have fun knowing that your small infant is with somebody else? Like, no, it looks like staying home for a year or 2. Okay. Stop. We have to stop this thing of worrying more about like the mom having fun as opposed to sacrificing. Being a single mom is doing the job of 2 people in one. There is no time for no tiny violins in the background telling you about what you can still do this and you can still do that. No, it looks like that's what being a single mom is, doing it alone. It looks like having multiple jobs. If you're one person doing a job of 2, normally one income is not going to work. You're saying that this young lady does not have a car and she does not have a place to stay, but she's at the club? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Being a single mom looks like paying rent, electric, water, groceries, formula, because y'all do not breastfeed. Y'all do not breastfeed because you don't want your breasts to sag. You do not breastfeed because it hurts. You do not breastfeed because then you can't go to the club. You do not breastfeed because then you can't drink. You do not breastfeed because then you can't be out getting tattoos. When you make a woman take accountability and actually live with the consequence of the decision she made, that's how you make a change. As long as women are able to have babies and we all feel bad for them and we watching the kids and we doing everything for free and sending them money, you know what's going to happen? She's going to end up with another one. My advice to you is step over her dead body. The whole single motherhood has been romanticized, and we need to take those rose-colored glasses off and look at it for what it is, which is 100% a deficit and a struggle, period. Okay, it's a deficit and a struggle. You were not with that little girl when she laid down and made that baby, nor was her mom and dad, because I sort of get a tone in the email as though the father should be helping her. He ain't got to help her. She's 20 years old. She's a grown woman. When you stop giving them attention and stop helping them, she needs to feel that. She needs to feel her child do without. That is what keep her from saying, I will not do this again. Okay, that's a part of being a mother. Yes, you have to bear the pain and the consequence for your decisions negatively affecting your child. Yeah, let her get down to them last few scoops of formula. Let her be stuck at that hospital trying to figure out, oh my God, how am I going to get home? Call an ambulance. Get into debt, call an ambulance. There's always a ride to the hospital, honey. 911, call it. Okay. What's happening here is there's a reason also why no one else is helping her. Okay. From the way she's moving, where you want to lay up, have this baby. Now you want to call people and wake them up out there asleep late at night, talking about send me $30 for Uber, baby. You just had a baby. You ain't got $30. Where's the baby daddy? So you had a baby by a man that won't give you $30. You need to tell her no. You should have left her at that hospital. Let her feel that pain. Let her feel that pain. Let her feel the consequences. We're constantly saving women from their consequences. We're constantly telling women that no one can tell what to do with their body. And the minute things go left, here we are sending them money and giving them words and beautiful lies to make them feel better about what they're doing. No, ma'am. Step over their dead body. Let her do without. Let her look in her child's eyes and see her child do without. She needs to go to a shelter. I wouldn't let her come stay with me. Go to a shelter. Okay. She's going to have to learn how to build that sense of community. If her mom and her dad and everybody is tired of her crap, because if she asking you for $30 and then going to get an Uber, she's probably irresponsible, hard-headed. So there's probably a reason why her parents are like, no, we're not helping you. She probably don't burn all kind of bridges. Everyone's probably tired of giving her money that she lying, saying that it's for the baby and this, that, and the third. And then she going to get in the tattoo with it. If y'all keep saving her, giving her rides, sending her money, this is why she thinks this is a joke. This is why she thinks it's a joke and that she can take whatever few dollars she gets and go get a tattoo, because y'all going to continuously save her. As much as you may feel as though you are doing right by saving single moms from themselves, you're not. All you're doing is making it so that there'll be another one. When growing up, looking around myself, when I saw all the girls that had children, all the girls who mama watched their kids, sisters watched their kids so they could go out, party, everybody who gave them money, gave them somewhere to stay, they ended up with more kids. You want a woman to do better, make her bear the consequences of her decisions. She needs to see that. Don't send her nothing else. Whatever that second favor is that she asked of you and you told her you was going to think about it, call her back and tell her no. You know what being a single mom really looks like? It looks like you're doing a job of two people in one. That looks like you need to be working as much as you can all day and night. You need to have your own housing. Present day, you can't barely find a decent place to live for less than $2,000 a month. The fact that this girl does not even have a roof for her child's head to go under or a car to put her child in to take them for necessary medical care, ma'am, you can't go to the club. The reason why God makes it so that we have to sacrifice our bodies and our lives to bring new life into this world is because the very core of motherhood is sacrifice. People sell you these dreams that just because you're a mom doesn't mean that your life is over. Yes, it is. Because the minute that you give birth, everything you do is about what is best for that child, not what's best for you. Is this saying to go to the extremes? I know y'all love to do that. That says you should just perish and pass away because you gave birth. No. It means putting that child first and looking at yourself like, I just need to keep myself together enough to do for this child. Why are we trying to make being a single parent easy? Okay, this isn't as though she was in some kind of relationship or a marriage or something like that. She was having a raw intercourse with a sneaky link. I'm sorry, but you need to go ahead and bear your consequences. It is what it is. Go ahead and bear your consequences, and that's going to keep that from happening again. The baby is already here. Nothing we can do about it. It don't need to happen no more. It sounds like the father is irresponsible. So unfortunately, it looks like she can't tell the baby go stay with the father because she had a child with a sneaky link. And we all know that men care for their children based upon how they feel about the mom. So if you were a sneaky link and that man did not care about you, good luck. And I'll pray for you in getting him to care, okay? Because you sit in that hospital and taking Ubers with his infant, that tell me all I need to know. He don't care. He never loved you, cared about you. Y'all never had a bond. No, it was never that. And at the end of the day, when a man really cares, he marries you. So the fact that he didn't marry you, that tells you what it is, right? Yeah, that's what being a single mom really looks like. That's what it looks like. Sounds to me like she needs to be getting multiple jobs and saving every penny she has. All right. Seems to me as though, yeah, the fun is over, sweetie. The fun is over. You need to get a roof over your head, get some transportation. Okay. If I was you, sweetie, I know you're saying you feel bad. You don't want the baby to go without this and the third. Find a way to get over it and sleep at night and not give this a second thought. This ain't your baby. You cannot save the situation. The best way you can help and save this situation is to push her out that nest, let her fall, and let her have to step up and do what a single parent does, which is work their butt off to overcompensate for the job of two people. This is single motherhood. Okay. Let them fall. Let them fail. They're going to figure it out. But as long as they know you're going to come save them, they ain't going to figure it out. It's not cruel. It's not mean. It's not, oh my God, how could you do that to the baby? No. How could you do that to your baby? How could you do that to your baby getting pregnant by a sneaky link at 19 years old? Okay. If that's what you did, that's what you did. But you got to be the one to pick them pieces up. You need a ride to the hospital, call 911. You need food, get food stamps. You need a place to stay, go to the shelter. A woman has to feel the pain behind her child bearing the consequences of the decision she made to transcend as a mother. I guarantee you that if you let her go, if everyone just stop helping her and makes her be accountable for herself and her own child, it's going to turn her into a woman. Right now, she's a little girl. Your baby's 6 months old, can't even barely hold its own head up yet, and you at the club. You ain't got nowhere to stay, but you spending money on a tattoo. Becoming a mother means whatever you need comes second to what that child needs first. Stop glamorizing it. Stop giving sympathy and stop saving them from themselves. Okay? And that's my advice for you from your big sister Six. You're welcome. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments.